Now you have understood how to design the Moore machine. Yes. So let's start with the Millet machine today. Now, what is Millet machine? Okay. So basically, what we have seen in Moore machine is, we know that in Moore machine, uh, we are getting the output, but we are getting the output specific to the state. Okay, so we are getting the output which is specific to state. That is the output that we are getting in the Moore machine. In Millet machine, we have the similar representation for the Millet machine. So in Millet machine, we have the six tuple representation. Same six tuple representation for the Millet machine, and the representation for the Millet machine is same as we have for the Moore machine. Only there is difference between the output that we are getting from the Moore machine. Okay, so we'll see the six tuple representation first of all. Consider that M is the Millet machine. Okay, so M is the Millet machine, and we have the six tuple representation in the Millet machine. So the first is capital Q. Capital Q is the finite set of state. Then next is sigma, where sigma represents the input alphabet set. Okay, set of input alphabet. This is sigma. Then next is this delta. This delta, it represents same output alphabet set. This delta represents the output alphabet set. Then this delta, this represents the transition function. Transition function for the input alphabet set. So what is the transition function for input alphabet set? It is same as we have represented in the Moore machine, and actually it is same as we are representing for the DFA, where any one single state along with any one input symbol, it transits to one single next state, that is the DFA. Okay, so this is the input transition function. Then there is lambda. This lambda is used for output transition function. This is used for output transition function. So what is the output transition function? Here we are representing the output. Okay, in the output transition function, we are going to generate the output from the input given. Okay, so how we are going to generate? Any input symbol from the given alphabet set over any state from the given set of finite state, it goes to the, it produces the output symbol. This is the output transition function. So what it means? It means that for every input produced over that particular state, we are going to generate one output. Okay, previously हम क्या कर रहे थे Moore machine में? We were generating the output with respect to state. We were not generating the output with respect to the inputs that were given. But in the Millet machine, we are generating the output with respect to inputs for the particular state. Okay, whenever we will see the state transition table, you will understand the difference immediately. So delta, after delta there is lambda, and the last one is Q0, where Q0 represents the initial state. Okay, Q0 represents the initial state. So this is the representation, six tuple representation of the Millet machine. Okay, so now basically what is the difference between Moore and the Millet machine? So Moore machine points the character when it is in the particular state. Okay, Moore machine, it points the character when it is in the particular state, and Millet machine, it points the character when traversing whenever we are traversing through any state with respect to the input. ओके सो ये एक जनरल रिप्रेजेंटेशन है. डिफरेंस मिले और मोर का बस याद रखो कि व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन बोथ ऑफ देम. वी विल इमीडिएटली सी वन एग्जांपल बेस्ड अपॉन द मिले मशीन, so it will be easier for you to differentiate between Moore and the Millet machine. Okay, so the simple question is there. You have to design the Millet machine for the given transition table. Okay, so the transition table is already given to you in the question, and you have to just draw the Millet machine. So draw the Millet machine. I'll tell you the representation in the problem itself. Okay, so draw the Millet machine for the following delta and lambda given. Okay, for the following delta and lambda given. Now listen here carefully how the state transition table for the Millet machine is designed. Okay, so in the state transition table there is the present state that is defined first of all. Then there is the next state that is defined. This is for the present state. This is for the next state. Now in the next state is defined for the given inputs. Okay, so what are the given inputs? Suppose given input alphabet set is 0 and 1. Okay, given input alphabet set is 0 and 1. So first column will be for 0 and second column will be for 1. Okay, so present state में number of states represent होंगे, for example Q1, Q2, Q3 and so on. Then in the next state we are going to represent the next state with respect to inputs. Suppose the input alphabet is 0 and 1. So for this input alphabet set, now what is the next state that is traversed and what is the output that is generated, that we have to define. Okay, what is the next state that is traversed, and again for one, what is the output that is generated. So this is how the transition table for the Millet machine is defined. Okay, so present state में हम क्या represent करेंगे? Suppose Q1, Q2, Q3, where Q1 is the start state. Then for the next state, for 0 input, the next state is Q2 and the output generated is Z1. Then Q2 and Z2, Q2 and Z1. Then Q3, Z1, Q3 again, Z1 and Q3, Z2. So this is the state transition table given to us. Now, are you getting the difference between the state transition table we have designed for the Moore machine and the state transition table we have designed for the Millet machine? Here, what we are doing, present states यहाँ पे given है. इसका meaning क्या है कि Q1 is the start state. Okay, Q1 is the start state. So when Q1 is the start state, when 0 is the input given, it transits to Q2 while producing the output as Z1. So this Millet machine, it basically produces the output while it is in transition, and Moore machine, it produces the output while the transaction is complete at that particular state. Okay, so are you getting the basic difference between Moore and the Millet machine? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now how to design the Millet machine, I'll explain you from the given state transition table how to design. It is very easy to design the Millet machine again. Okay, so how to design the Millet machine? First of all, the start state given to us is Q1. अब यहाँ पे जो output produce हो रहा है, that is not with respect to state. I am repeating it for number of times. Okay, just because it should fit to your minds that In Mealy machine, outputs are not represented along the states. In Mealy machine, outputs are represented along the inputs that are given. Just remember, zero input के लिए ये अलग output produce हो रहा है, while it is transiting to these states, and for one input अलग output produce हो रहा है, while it is transiting to these states. तो हम यहाँ पे output कहाँ represent करने वाले हैं? Along the inputs. In More machine, we were representing the output along the state. I'll show you the state transition table for More machine once again for your understanding purpose. यहाँ पे देखो, ये जो state transition table है, हमने जो कल देखा था, the very first problem in yesterday's lecture. So यहाँ पे हमने कैसे represent किया है? This is the present state. These are the next states it is traveling, traversing to for these given inputs, and these are the outputs that are generated for these states. So whenever we were designing the More machine, this is the More machine that we were designing. So the outputs were represented along the states. Okay, outputs were represented along the states. क्योंकि हमारे स्टेट ट्रांजिशन टेबल में यहाँ पे सिर्फ एक ही आउटपुट का कॉलम है, इसीलिए वो आउटपुट स्टेट्स के अलॉन्ग रिप्रेजेंट हो रहा है. बट हियर द आउटपुट्स आर रिप्रेजेंटेड अलॉन्ग द इनपुट्स. So these outputs are not represented along the states. Okay, now let's start designing the Mealy machine. So Q1 is the start state. Represent Q1 as the start state. Now for Q1 being the start state, when 0 is given as an input, it transits to Q2 and it produces the output as Z1. So 0 is given as an input, it transits to Q2. ये तो हमारा नॉर्मल रिप्रेजेंटेशन हो गया. Yes, 0 is given as an input and it transits to Q2. But while in transition, it produces the output as Z1. So for 0, it will produce the output as Z1. Just represent the output over the arrow. Represent the output over the arrow. Okay, so this is how we have to complete the whole of a Mealy machine. And for 1, it transits to Q3. So let's represent the third state, that is Q3. For 1 input given at the state Q1, it transits to Q3 and it produces the output as Z1. Okay, then next for Q2, when 0 is given as an input, it transits to Q2 itself. So there will be a self loop being 0 as the input, and when 0 is given as an input, it produces the output as Z2. When 1 is given as an input at Q2, it transits to Q3 and it produces the output as Z1. Then at Q3, when 0 is given as an input, it transits to Q2. Okay, so you can represent it in this way. It transits to Q2 for 0 input given and output produced is Z1, and for 1 input given, there will be a self loop as it transits to Q3 itself, producing the output as Z2. So have you understood? This is how we represent the Mealy machine. Okay, so in Mealy machine, we are representing the outputs over the transition. That's why I told you previously that what is the basic difference between More and the Mealy machine. दोनों machines output produce करते हैं. More machine is also producing the output and Mealy machine is also producing the output. Okay, but what is the basic difference? More machine will produce the output after the transition is complete, when it will reach to the next stage. क्योंकि more machine में output state के along produce होता है. But in Mealy machine, it will produce the output while it is in transition. Okay, it will produce the output while it is in transition. This is the difference between More, basic difference between More and the Mealy machine. And these questions are usually asked. गेट के एग्जाम में भी ये क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं कि व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन मोर एंड द Mealy machine. Okay, so till now, do you have any doubt? Yes, till now, do you have any doubt? If you have
No,
any
ma'am.
doubt, you can ask. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we will take one simple example of Millet machine, which is very interesting. Okay, एक example लेंगे and then we will start with the interconvergence of Moore and the Millet machine. So example number 2. अभी आपको ये तो समझ में आ गया राइट कि अगर ट्रांजिशन टेबल गिवन है तो मिले मशीन कैसे डिजाइन करना है एंड ट्रांजिशन टेबल गिवन है तो मोर मशीन कैसे डिजाइन करना है, दैट यू ऑलरेडी नो. ओके, सो वी विल टेक अ डिफरेंट एग्जांपल नाउ. ड्रॉ द मिले मशीन, draw the Millet machine to point out, draw the Millet machine to point out one's complement. Draw the Millet machine to point out one's complement for an input bit string. For an input bit string. Okay, for an input bit string. So this is the only question given to us. क्या बोला है? Draw the Millet machine to point out one's complement for an input bit string. अब यहाँ पे input bit string बोला है means we are representing the bit in the form of zeros and ones. Correct? So obviously our sigma will be 0,1. Our sigma will be 0,1 क्योंकि हमें बोला है कि वंस कॉम्प्लीमेंट के लिए मिले मशीन डिजाइन करना है फॉर द गिवन इनपुट बिट स्ट्रिंग. सो 0 and 1 आर द इनपुट सिंबल्स गिवन टू अस. आउटपुट सिंबल्स क्या रहेंगे? यस, आउटपुट सिंबल्स क्या रहेंगे? ओके, लेट इट बी द आउटपुट सिंबल. वंस कॉम्प्लीमेंट कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं? कैन एनीवन टेल मी?
Convert all zeros to ones and ones to zeros.
Yes, replace all zeros to ones and ones to zeros. So this is how we calculate the ones complement, which is very simple, right? So the basic process of ones complement, let me note it down here. Basic process of ones complement is that when in any given input string there is a zero, for that zero we replace that zero with 1, and if any 1 is present in the input string we replace 0 for the given 1. So this is how we are doing the this is how we are calculating the ones complement, right? तो अभी input alphabet set तो हमारे पास है, that is 0 and 1. What will be the output alphabet set? Can anyone tell me? Output alphabet set which is equal to delta.
1,0.
1,0.
अरे 0,1 या 1,0, it is one and the same thing. Yes, so same output alphabet set will be there. क्यों? क्योंकि हम इनपुट क्या देंगे? ये वाली साइड हम इनपुट देंगे. 0 and 1 will be given as an input and we want the output in the form of 0 and 1 itself. क्योंकि हम वंस कॉम्प्लीमेंट के लिए जो स्ट्रिंग इनपुट दे रहे हैं वो तो बिट स्ट्रिंग देनी है, वो तो क्वेश्चन में ही दिया है. But when we calculate the ones complement according to the process, we are getting the output in the form of zeros and ones itself. So that's why both the alphabet set will be same here, right? Both the alphabet set will be same here. So Millet machine कैसे draw करना है ones complement के लिए? Can anyone tell me any logic regarding it? लॉजिक तो ऑलरेडी आपके सामने है. इट इज वेरी सिंपल, सिंपलेस्ट एग्जाम्पल है. ये एग्जाम्पल आपको ऑब्जेक्टिव में भी पूछ सकते हैं. कैन एनीवन ट्राई? yes, can anyone tell me the design of Millet machine for the ones complement? Hello. Okay, I'll tell you without wasting any time. सिंपल है। वंस कॉम्प्लीमेंट कैसे कैलकुलेट करना है? फॉर द एनी इनपुट स्ट्रिंग गिवन, सपोज कंसिडर करो द इनपुट स्ट्रिंग गिवन इज इनपुट स्ट्रिंग गिवन इज, अगर टॉक में कोई भी प्रॉब्लम समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि सॉल्व कैसे करना है, डायरेक्टली टेक द एग्जाम्पल. ओके, सो टेक द एग्जाम्पल डायरेक्टली एंड स्टार्ट सॉल्विंग इट द वे वी विल सॉल्व इट. और जैसे जैसे हम सॉल्व करेंगे हमें अपने आप लॉजिक पता चलेगा, एंड देन वी आर गोइंग टू डिजाइन द मशीन फॉर दैट लॉजिक. ओके, सो सपोज 0 1 1 0 ये इनपुट स्ट्रिंग गिवन है. हमें क्या करना है? इसका वंस कॉम्प्लीमेंट कैलकुलेट करना है. सो हाउ आर वी गोइंग टू कैलकुलेट द वंस कॉम्प्लीमेंट? सबसे पहले 0 जब इनपुट देंगे तो 0 इनपुट के लिए हमें 1 आउटपुट चाहिए. सो फॉर द इनपुट गिवन एज 0 वी वांट द आउटपुट एज 1. फॉर द 1 इनपुट गिवन वी वांट द आउटपुट एज 0. फिर से 1 है, फिर से 0, फिर से 0 है, फिर से 1. So can we say that this is a language where for any number of zeros we want a 1 to be output, and for any number of ones given as an input we want a 0 to be output, right? क्योंकि sequence तो हम बोल नहीं सकते. Your string can start with 0, your string can start with 1, your string can have zeros followed by ones, or your string can have ones followed by 0. So basically any combination of 0 and 1 will be present, right? So let's design a DFA first which accepts any combination of 0 and 1. Are you getting my point? Let's design a DFA first where the DFA should accept any combination of zeros and ones so that all the input strings will be generated, and later on we will add the output for the input string that is generated. So let's consider that Q0 is the start state. Okay, Q0 is the start state. अब हमें क्या चाहिए? Any number of 0 and 1. Sequence तो हमें पता है नहीं. So let's take a self loop. Okay, let's take a self loop for 0 as well as 1. So 0 comma 1 will be there. 0 also will be the input and 1 will also will be the input. So when 0 is given as an input, for 0 we want 1 as an output, and when 1 is given as an input we want 0 as an output. This is as simple as it is. This is the Mealy machine for the ones complement. Have you understood, or should I explain it once again? Hello?
Understood, ma'am.
Understood? So what we have done basically to calculate the Mealy machine for ones complement, what we have done is we have given 0 and 1 as an input, and simplest thing is that for 0 we want 1 to be the output, and for 1 given as an input we want 0 to be the output. Okay, so this is the Mealy machine. I hope the concept for Mealy machine and the Moore machine is clear to you. If you have any doubt till now, you can ask. Otherwise, we will start with the interconvergence. Yes, do you have any doubt?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, what are the functionalities of this Mealy and Moore machines? Like, where are these used, ma'am?
Functionalities.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Yes, functionalities. Functionalities like we are using this Moore and the Mealy machine for generating the output, because in finite automata till now that we have studied, we were not having any kind of output other than yes or no. So this is the basic functionality of this, कि अगर हमें कुछ भी computation करना है, suppose for example अब जैसे हम यहाँ पे computation ही कर रहे हैं ना, ones complement calculate कर रहे हैं हम, right? So we are calculating the ones complement, we can calculate the twos complement. So ये जो mathematical operations होते हैं calculations के लिए, ये calculations हम सिर्फ finite automata डिजाइन करके नहीं कर सकते, right? DFA, NFA जो हम डिजाइन कर रहे हैं उसमें ये सारे computations नहीं हो सकते. आप ones complement, twos complement नहीं calculate कर सकते. So for these purpose we have designed this finite automata with output. which will give us the output. समझ में आ रहा है? आप यहाँ पे एडिशन सब्ट्रैक्शन के लिए भी डिजाइन कर सकते हो. Are you getting this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Addition, subtraction, multiplication के लिए भी आप डिजाइन कर सकते हो लॉजिक for the Millet machine and the Moore machine. In fact, I was going to give you one example as a homework to try, just to see whether what type of logic you implement. आप 2's complement के लिए try कर सकते हो. You can design a Moore machine, but I'm not saying Millet machine. Millet machine design करना easy है 2's complement के लिए. You can design a Moore machine for 2's complement. और 2's complement छोड़ दो, 2's complement तो 1's complement के आगे की step हो गई. You can design a Moore machine for 1's complement. Can anyone tell me कैसे डिजाइन कर सकते हैं Moore machine 1's complement के लिए? अब आपको ये तो समझ में आ गया 1's complement, you know, all of you know कि how to calculate the 1's complement. तो Moore machine कैसे डिजाइन कर सकते हैं 1's complement के लिए for the same question? Yes. Anyone? Okay, ये problem आप try करो घर पे. Okay, this is the consider this as the assignment given to you, that you have to design a Moore machine for 1's complement for and given input bit string. ये same question consider करना है आपको. Consider the same question, and but instead of Millet machine, you have to design the Moore machine. You all know the difference between Millet machine and the Moore machine. Okay. So now let's start with the interconversions. Any more questions? Any more questions?
Ma'am,
Yes.
what are the real-time application of this Moore and Millet machine? Like आपने वो DFA के लिए बताया था कि वो कॉपी वेंडिंग मशीन थी, तो इसके लिए
हाँ, तो इसके लिए एनक्रिप्शन होता है ना, एनक्रिप्शन एंड डिक्रिप्शन. एनकोडिंग हम जो करते हैं ना, एनकोडिंग करने के लिए Moore and Millet machines का यूज होता है. Whenever you are sending any data, whenever you are transferring any data, if you want to transfer the encoded data, तो जो एनकोडिंग का लॉजिक होता है ना, वो Moore and Millet machine से अप्लाई करते हैं.
ओके मैम.
Yes. So these are the Moore and the Millet machines. Now you are aware with the Moore and the Millet machine. Okay. Quickly we will see the interconversion. So there are two types of interconversions basically that we are going to study here. Okay. So the first interconversion is to convert the Moore machine to a Millet machine. First interconversion that we are going to see is convert a Moore machine to a Millet machine, and second is vice versa. Millet machine conversion to Moore machine conversion. Okay, Millet machine to Moore machine. This is the second conversion. So we are going to see the first one. Okay, now listen carefully. ये logic कैसे apply करते हैं? Now some of the logics that I am going to tell you, some of the tricks that I am going to tell you, these are different than the books. Okay, आप कोई भी बुक्स अगर रेफर करोगे तो हो सकता है कि वहां पे कुछ अलग लॉजिक दिया हो सेम प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने के लिए. ओके, सो जस्ट कंफ्यूज मत होना, राइट? So follow any one strategy whenever you are solving any particular problem. So the first interconversion that we are going to study today is Moore machine to Millet machine. Moore machine to Millet machine. Now you all know that in the Moore machine, outputs are represented along the states. Okay, so consider that Q1 is the state that we are having, and suppose T is the output that is represented for the state. तो Moore machine के लिए ये Q1 state है जहाँ पे T ये output produce होता है at the state Q1. And for the state Q1, we have three inputs, A, B, and C. Okay, we have three inputs, that is A, B, and C. This is the Moore machine design, sample Moore machine design. Okay, एक स्टेट को मिले मशीन में कैसे कन्वर्ट करके रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, दैट वी आर गोइंग टू सी नाउ. सो यहाँ पे Q1 एक स्टेट है जहाँ पे तीन आउटपुट्स दिए हैं, दैट इज A, B एंड C, and it is producing the output as T over the state Q1. Now how to convert this Moore machine to its Millet machine? First of all, state Q1 है तो Q1 state as it is draw करना है. Okay, जो Q1 state है वो state as it is draw करना है, and whatever output is given over the state, okay, whatever output is given over the state, that output will be given to all the input arrows that are coming towards the Q1. For example, Q1 पे कितने input arrows आ रहे हैं? 3 input arrows आ रहे हैं for A, B as well as C. Okay, A, B as well as C. So this output will be given to all the input arrows coming towards the Q1. So T will be given to A, B as well as C. And this is the representation of Millet machine. Simple. Okay, ये यहाँ पे दिखने में बहुत इजी लग रहा है क्योंकि हम सिर्फ एक ही स्टेट को कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं. तो हाउ वी आर कन्वर्टिंग इट, अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग कि मोर मशीन में जो आउटपुट इस स्टेट के लिए प्रोड्यूस होता है वो आउटपुट मिले मशीन में हमें सारे इनपुट्स को देने हैं, एंड ऑल द इनवर्ड एरोज कमिंग टूवर्ड्स दैट पर्टिकुलर स्टेट उसी को देने हैं. एक स्टेट से इनवर्ड एरोज भी होते हैं एंड आउटवर्ड एरोज भी होते हैं, राइट. सो इनवर्ड एरोज अगर है उन्हीं को वो आउटपुट हमें अलॉट करना है. जो आउटवर्ड एरोज होते हैं, सपोज इफ देयर इज एनी एरो गोइंग फ्रॉम Q1 टू सम अदर स्टेट, going from Q1 to some other state, for example Q2, तो उस पर्टिकुलर एरो को, दैट इज द आउटवर्ड एरो फ्रॉम Q1, राइट. तो Q1 से जो आउटवर्ड एरो जा रहा है उसको आउटपुट नहीं जाएगा ये वाला, उसको आउटपुट कहाँ से जाएगा, दैट एरो विल बी इनवर्ड फॉर सम अदर स्टेट, राइट, दैट इज Q2. सो उसका आउटपुट उस पर्टिकुलर स्टेट को जाएगा. ये एक स्टेट के लिए इतना याद रखो दैट दिस इज द लॉजिक टू कन्वर्ट अ मोर मशीन टू मिले मशीन. We will solve the problem, one problem for interconversion of Moore to Millet, then the concept will be more clear to you. Okay, so do you have any doubt till now? Any doubt? हाँ बोलो.
So ma'am, from this can we say that the output generated from the Millet and Moore machine, it would be same?
Yes, क्योंकि हम कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं ना. सेम, यस, यस इट विल बी सेम ना, क्योंकि हम कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं तो उसका मीनिंग चेंज नहीं होना चाहिए. अब अगर हम सपोज वंस कॉम्प्लीमेंट कैलकुलेट करने के लिए मोर मशीन डिजाइन कर रहे हैं और उस मोर मशीन को अगर हम मिले मशीन में कन्वर्ट करेंगे तो जो आउटपुट हमें मिलेगा दैट शुड बी सेम, राइट. वो चेंज नहीं होगा क्योंकि हमारा प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट चेंज नहीं हो रहा है. वी आर नॉट चेंजिंग द मीन्स वी आर नॉट चेंजिंग द आउटपुट. इनपुट भी सेम है, आउटपुट भी सेम होना चाहिए. वी आर चेंजिंग द रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ द मशीन इट इज वर्किंग. आर यू गेटिंग?
Yes ma'am, but ma'am in the Millet machine the output for the 0 and 1 it is different, but as when we design the Moore machine it should be same I guess, because there is a single output which is representing that state.
Means I am not getting your point. Can you elaborate it?
Yes ma'am. Ma'am, in the Millet machine, for example, we were designing one's complement. So for 0,
Yes.
the output was 1, and for 1, it was 0. So ma'am, while designing the Moore machine, we represent in the form, for example, if it is Q0 slash and the output. So in this case, the output, it should be only 1, like 0 or 1, or it should be 0.
नहीं, अब हम वंस कॉम्प्लीमेंट के लिए जब मोर मशीन डिजाइन करेंगे ना तो the machine will look differently but your output will be same ना. अब जैसे मोर मशीन के लिए सपोज, ओके फाइन, मैंने आपको होमवर्क दिया है बट डिस्कस करना है तो हम डिजाइन भी कर सकते हैं, ठीक है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल कंसिडर करो, यहाँ पे मैं मोर मशीन डिजाइन करती हूँ फॉर द सेम टॉपिक फॉर विच वी आर डिजाइनिंग. वी हैव डिजाइन द मिले मशीन. सपोज Q0 is the start state. Okay, suppose Q0 is the start state and Q0 पे एक कुछ तो आउटपुट जनरेट होना चाहिए, राइट? So for any input given at Q0, if कंसिडर करो यहाँ पे, अरे यार ये छोटा हो गया, कंसिडर करो Q0 पे 0 आउटपुट जनरेट हो रहा है. ओके, Q0 पे 0 आउटपुट जनरेट हो रहा है. सो फ्रॉम Q0 if we are giving 0 as an input and it is transiting to the state Q1, तो यहाँ पे आपका 1 जनरेट होना चाहिए क्योंकि 0 के लिए 1 जनरेट होगा. लॉजिक इज सेम बट रिप्रेजेंटेशन इज डिफरेंट. यहाँ पे भी हम क्या कर रहे हैं, 0 इनपुट दे रहे हैं और 1 आउटपुट जनरेट हो रहा है. यहाँ पे सिर्फ डिफरेंस ये है कि ये विद इन द ट्रांजिशन कंप्लीट होने से पहले ही आउटपुट जनरेट हो जाता है मिले मशीन में, बट मोर मशीन में ट्रांजिशन कंप्लीट होने के बाद आउटपुट जनरेट होता है. आर यू गेटिंग दिस?
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
हाँ, तो आपका आउटपुट चेंज नहीं होगा अगर आप सेम, योर क्वेश्चन वाज कि वेदर द आउटपुट विल बी सेम फॉर मोर एंड द मिले मशीन, राइट? सो आपका आउटपुट सेम ही रहेगा, आपका आउटपुट डिफरेंट नहीं होगा क्योंकि हम सेम मशीन को कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं ना. जैसे हम DFA NFA में कन्वर्ट करते थे तो वी वर कैलकुलेटिंग द इक्विवेलेंट DFA फॉर द गिवन NFA without changing the meaning of the problem statement that is given to us. तो यहाँ पे भी सेम ही है कि without changing the meaning we have to convert that machine. So your output should be same, okay, for both the machines.
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
Yes. So ये मोर मशीन आप कंप्लीट कर सकते हो, मैंने आपको स्टार्ट तो करके दिया है. Okay, you have to add some more states and you have to add some more things so that you will get the output of the ones complement. Next lecture में हम ये problem discuss करेंगे. Okay, I think our meeting will end. We are going to take one problem for the conversion of more to Millet. It is very easy. It will take just 5 minutes. So please, I request all of you to rejoin the meeting for the problem. Okay, thank you.